There is a sound that never fades. You cannot see it. You cannot touch it, but you can feel it every time the room goes quiet and your mind begins to wander. It is the echo of regret, that lingering whisper of what you could have done differently, the conversation you never had, the dream you postponed until it faded away, the risk you refused to take because fear felt safer than failure. We all carry it. Sometimes it is loud, sometimes it is quiet, but it is always there, reminding us that time does not rewind. Regret is the shadow of every decision we have made. It does not just belong to the mistakes we committed, but also to the opportunities we let slip through our fingers. And the truth is, it hurts because it is honest. It reveals the gap between who we were and who we could have been. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, if only I had spoken up? If only I had tried harder? If only I had believed in myself sooner? The mind has a way of replaying those moments over and over, like a song stuck on repeat. And the more it plays, the heavier it feels. But what if I told you that the echo of regret is not there to punish you? What if it is there to teach you? Regret is a strange teacher. It does not raise its voice, but its lessons can be deafening. It reminds us that we are human, that we are flawed, that we are not immune to failure. But it also shows us where we were blind and now can see, where we were weak and now can grow. You see, regret is the evidence that you cared, that something mattered enough to leave a mark on your heart. People who feel nothing rarely change, but those who feel regret deeply often become the ones who rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. When you look back at your past failures, you might feel embarrassed. You might wish you could erase those chapters entirely. But what you are trying to erase might be the very thing that is shaping you. The truth is, the moments you wish never happened are often the very moments that push you toward the life you were meant to live. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of it. The scars of regret are proof that you have lived, that you have tried, that you have dared. And here's the thing about failure, it feels final only when you stop moving. The moment you rise again, the meaning of that failure changes. It becomes a stepping stone. Think of the people you admire most. Many of them have failed harder than you can imagine. They have faced ridicule, disappointment, and countless sleepless nights. But instead of letting regret drown them, they listened to it. They asked it questions. They turned it into fuel. So the question is not whether you have failed. The question is, what are you going to do with the memory of that failure? Will you let it haunt you? Or will you let it guide you? Every regret has a story, but every story can have a different ending. Maybe you regret the career path you chose. Maybe you regret the relationship you stayed in too long. Maybe you regret the words you said in anger or the silence you kept when you should have spoken. You cannot change those moments, but you can decide how they will shape the rest of your life.
The echo of regret grows louder when you ignore it. It grows quieter when you face it. And facing it does not mean drowning in guilt. It means looking at your past and saying, I see where I went wrong, and I will not walk blindly into that same mistake again.
The people who live with the least regret are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who learn. They use failure like a compass. They let it point them toward the things that matter most. They know that life is not about avoiding mistakes, but about transforming them into wisdom. You might be listening to this right now and thinking about a specific moment you wish you could undo. But instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Start asking, what did this teach me? The answer might surprise you. Sometimes regret reveals that you were chasing the wrong thing entirely. Sometimes it reveals that you were closer to the right path than you thought. Remember, the person you are today is not the same person who made that mistake. You have more knowledge now, you have more perspective, you have more resilience, and you can choose differently this time. That is the gift hidden inside the pain of regret. It can be a prison or it can be a key. The choice is yours. If you have been carrying regret for years, thinking it has defined you, I want you to hear this. You are not your past. You are the choices you make from this moment on. Every day you wake up is another chance to rewrite your story. This is why it is so important to keep moving, to keep growing, to keep challenging yourself. Do not let fear of failure hold you back, because the truth is, failure is inevitable. But regret, that is optional. You can live a life where you try, you stumble, you rise, and you try again. Or you can live a life where you never dare and spend your days haunted by what could have been. And if this message resonates with you, if you believe that we can turn pain into purpose and regret into growth, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here, we explore the kind of truths that make us stronger, the kind of lessons that can change the way you see your life. By subscribing, you are not just following a channel, you are joining a journey of resilience, courage, and transformation. So the next time the echo of regret visits you, listen closely. It is not there to break you. It is there to guide you. It is there to remind you that you have unfinished chapters to write, that you are still in the middle of your story. And no matter how many mistakes you have made, you still have time to create something beautiful from them. The echo will fade, but the lessons will stay. And if you let them, those lessons will carry you further than you have ever gone before.